Southeast Florida, as a region, has some basic transportation infrastructure: light rail, commuter rail, people movers, and intermodal buses and trolleys. Only Tri-Rail connects across the three main counties: Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach. All other mass transit exists inside of counties, not across county lines. With an inability to expand our highway system because of the limited amount of available land, issues such as a lack of affordable housing for our workforce, the high cost of operating motor vehicles, and the increasing distances from home to work are creating a region that is ripe for rail. Our region stretches from Key West to Vero Beach and contains the 7th largest metropolitan statistical area, or MSA, in the United States. We have a population of 5.8 million that is extremely diverse and is rapidly aging. Our population must live in a narrow strip of land between national parks and preserves such as the Everglades and the Atlantic Ocean. The expansion of road systems and superhighways is complete, with the Florida Department of Transportation spending much of its time building sound-deadening walls along turnpikes and interstates. Traffic in the three-county MSA accounts for almost 40% of our region's carbon footprint, and about a third of each county's population works in another county and must commute by car an average of 35 minutes each way. As one of the most successfully developed suburban areas in the country, with hundreds of limited-access, gated communities, the automobile is required to go to school or work, or even to buy a carton of milk. The region is continuing to grow, with large influxes from South and Central America, the Caribbean, Europe, and the Northeast Corridor of the United States. Within the region, population movements are from Miami-Dade north towards St. Lucie and Indian River counties. Rail is currently being studied as a potential solution to the need for the movement of workforce from housing to work, and the movement of those who can no longer drive from home to retail and medical. A major study is underway to determine if the current FEC tracks that run along the eastern sections of all counties can be the crucial spine of a connecting mass transit system. There are transportation-oriented development areas being investigated, planned, initiated, and built in Kendall, South Miami-Dade, Wilton Manors and Broward, and downtown West Palm Beach. Those who are planning the 441 corridor that runs through all three counties are looking at rail as a major component of a successful redevelopment. It is projected that a minimum of 1.5 million residential units will be needed during the next 25 years to house the region's increase in population. This demand represents a unique opportunity to build in transit-oriented developments. Cities that have the eastern rail lines running through them are all looking at new downtowns and main streets, which will connect in some way with the mass transit spine. Other cities to the west are looking at intermodal connections to the transit-oriented development and redevelopment everyone expects will occur as soon as major commuter rail is available. The existing Tri-Rail system that was originally intended to handle overflow traffic while I-95 was being widened runs on the western tracks of the CSX lines. Development has occurred along this rail corridor, even though there are few interconnecting transportation systems to move commuters east or west of Tri-Rail. One of the major obstacles to the development of a rail, light rail, and interconnecting people mover system across the region is the myriad of planning organizations and authorities that inhabit each county and city. From MPOs to RTAs, from RPCs to DDAs, there are more than 30 organizations whose sole function is to plan and execute transit solutions in Broward County alone. Each of the more than 100 cities in the region has its own transportation planning department. There will have to be some sort of region-wide transportation planning authority that actually has authority for a coordinated transportation solution to be developed and executed. Interconnecting rail with other forms of mass transit is the answer to many of the looming problems of our region. Being able to move medium to low-income workers from outlying areas into city centers will help to solve our affordable housing crisis. Reducing the need for owning an automobile will eliminate the requirement for lower and middle-income workers to spend $8,000 a year on a car so they may drive to work, play, or shop. Reducing the level of automobile traffic will allow the development of more pedestrian-friendly city cores, which should enhance the lifestyle of our area. Southeast Florida will experience more growth, and because of it, a great deal of redevelopment. The region is working on a vision now for the year 2060 that will include a comprehensive transportation plan with mass transit and rail. Our growth and redevelopment can result in one of the most desirable places to live and work in the hemisphere. Southeast Florida is ripe for rail.